Hi everyone, Nicholas Buffett is here from sunny Cyprus, and boy, do I have a fantastic tutorial for you today. It's all about bookings. So if you've used bookings before, then you already know how awesome bookings is. But now there's this new feature called personal booking page, or the bookings with me feature. Now, bookings essentially, up until now, you had to create a booking calendar. You would set up staff in your company or in your school and add them to different services that you would offer to your customers so that they can actually book and have meetings with specific staff members or whoever was available at a particular time. For example, if you wanted to do tours of a school, then you'd have either principals or head teachers or the administration department, which will be available to actually give tours. So you can add these people in a service called Visit the School, and then a prospective parent will go to the booking page, which is online, and they would choose one person, whoever was available at predefined times. They would choose a slot and they will be able to come and have a tour of the school. Well, that's fine, but that takes quite a bit of setting up, and that's usually if you're going to have someone managing the services and assigning staff to be able to be present at particular slots or particular times for those services. This is your own personal booking page, and the fantastic thing about this is it's already been done for you. There's nothing really for you to do apart from creating your services. So over here you can see I've got my booking page. This is what my booking page looks like. And you can see here we've got a public booking page, and I've got two services. I've got parent meetings and I've got student meetings for students that may want to need support. Now, this is one link to my public booking page, and when you go to that one, you will see both these services, and whoever goes there, they would choose whether they're a parent or a student and choose the appropriate service they want to book for. We've also got private services like this one here, where you can create private booking services, and each private booking service has its own unique link. So you can share this with people. So I've got here staff support, and I would share this, let's say, in the staff team. Whoever wants to book time with me, they can just click on that and they will have the ability to choose an available slot, which I've got, and book a time with me. And I can have different private booking pages, and each of the private ones has their own unique link. So this is basically what personal booking page is all about. It's only for you. It's for your calendar. You don't need to create one. So let's go start straight away to see where you can find your personal booking page, and then how you can create your first service and see how easy it is. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of tips as well on how you could do things like bi-weekly schedules, because it's not actually, it doesn't give you the option for bi-weekly. And the other thing you need to note is bookings is only available if you have a license. So if it's an academic license, you're a school, you have to have an A3 or an A5 license, and your tenant admin must enable bookings on your license or for the organization. If you have an E1, E3, or an E5 license, again, you have bookings available. So let's get started with looking at where we would find your personal booking page. Okay, so here I am. I've signed into my 365 portal. I'm using another account where I've never used bookings before, so you can see the experience and see exactly what it will look like if you've never used, let's say, or created your personal booking page before. I'm going to show you, first of all, where you can find your bookings page. Now, there's two places. The first one I'm going to show you is really useful so that you can identify whether your admin or your organization has enabled bookings and whether your personal booking has been enabled. So I'm going to go to the waffle icon at the top here. You're going to then go to your calendar. Now, if you can't find calendar in the favorite section here, you can go to all apps and find your calendar. So click on your calendar, and here, there you go. Can you see here underneath the calendar where it says add calendar, it's got edit booking page. So this is your personal booking page. Now, if you've never used or you've never clicked on the link for your booking page, it's going to say create booking page, and then when you click on create booking page, from there on it's always going to say edit booking page. So I've clicked on it once already, but when you click on that the first time, you're going to see this exactly the same thing here. You don't have any public or private bookings. This is all you can do is basically change your banner, and you basically kick off with creating your first booking service. All right, so I'm going to show you the other method now. And the other method is to go directly from Microsoft Bookings. So I'm going to go to my waffle icon. Again, I'm going to choose Bookings. If you can't see it, click on All Apps, and you'll be able to find Bookings in the list. And this is going to open up Bookings. And here you see all the booking pages that you have created or booking pages that you've been added to. At the top, this is your personal booking page. This is the new section, and it still says the little highlighted new at the top here. But basically, all you have to do is just click on go to booking page, and you're back exactly where we were before. So this is your personal booking page. So let's begin with creating a new service. And we call these services because of the traditional booking services that we will create. So you can choose whether it's public or private. It really doesn't matter which one you choose, because if I just do a public one for now, let's say, you can see straight away here we've got the buttons here. We can say whether it's public or private, and we can switch between the two, and we could always change whether something is public or private. The service is either one of the two, even after we've published this. So there's no issue with that. So the first thing that you're going to do is give your service a name. So I'm just going to call this Meet Mr. P. Then you've got a category tag. You can choose a color category tag, whatever you want. I'm just going to click on, let's say, orange. Now, add a description. Choose a time to meet me. And you could put any other information there. For example, please add your telephone number or something in the notes section. And you're going to see what I mean by that. When somebody actually does do a booking with you, it gives them a section where they can add some notes. So you can ask for some extra information, give them that in the description there. All right, location. I'm just going to put here Teams meeting because I wanted to generate a Teams meeting link as well. So I always create a Teams meeting link in case somebody can't turn up for a person-to-person meeting. You've always got that option to jump to without having to send the link and create the link then. Then you're going to choose how long this meeting is for. So I'm just going to say these are going to be, let's say, I'm going to put custom. So these are the standard ones. If you go to custom, I'm going to say a 10-minute meeting. I'm going to choose whether this service is going to be on my public booking page or if it's going to be a private booking page. I'm going to leave it public. Then you've got use my regular meeting hours. Now, if you don't know what your regular meeting hours are, then you can click on this here and you will see whether you've actually set up any working hours. Now, these are usually your regular working hours, especially if you've been added as a staff member or you've been added in another booking and your hours have been set for you, or you've set them. I set them already. I've got here from 8 to 5. I don't want to be available from 8 to 5. Okay, so I want to set the particular dates and times. But if I want during my normal working hours, then I can just change what my normal working hours are and set the days as well. So I'm just going to close that. And I'm going to choose, instead of my regular meeting hours, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to choose use custom availability hours. Okay, so only during the following date range. So if this is going to be a service which you only want available over a particular time or date period, let's say if it's a school, you only want it during the academic year or up until Christmas, up until Easter, you can choose this. I'm going to say click that. I'm going to make this available from the 24th of January, and I'm going to then make it all the way down to the 30th of June. So that'll be the end of the academic year. Now, which days is this going to be available? So I've got Saturday and Sunday not bookable. I would think so. And I'm going to say I'm only going to be available, let's say, every, what should we do here? Let's do every Tuesday. Okay, and you can put more than one day. I'm just going to say every Tuesday. And my booking time is going to be, let's say, from, I'm only going to put 1 hour. I'm going to put, let's say, from 9:30 until, actually, no, let's make it from 9 o'clock all the way through to 10 o'clock. Oh, where have I gone? 10 a.m., not p.m. There we go. Let's make it 11. Okay, so I'm available for 2 hours every Tuesday, but this is going to be every Tuesday, every week. So I'm going to show you at the end of this how you can actually make this bi-weekly. Okay, so essentially all you have to do is just add a schedule in your Outlook calendar which is going to repeat every 2 weeks, and that's just going to block you off every 2 weeks, leaving this a bi-weekly schedule. But we'll see this in a second. Okay, so here's the rest of the days that you will set up. I'm going to look at my advanced options now. So I can add a buffer time before my meetings, and I can add a buffer time after my meeting. It's kind of weird. This would give you a buffer time just at the beginning of the first meeting. So I usually put a buffer time after a meeting instead of before. So I could put, say, 5 minutes or 1 minute or whatever I want to put here. 5 minutes. It doesn't have a custom, so these are fixed. So you don't have much choice in that. I'm not going to put a buffer time, and then limit start time to 30-minute intervals. Now, I've got here, I've said my meetings are going to be 10 minutes. So if I limit this to 30-minute intervals, then I can only get a meeting every 30 minutes, and it's going to put these as intervals in the booking page. You're going to see this later. So because I want to make full use of the 2 hours I've got, I'm going to make it as 10-minute intervals. Okay, so every 10-minute interval, I'll be able to have another booking slot because my meetings are going to be 10 minutes. All right, minimum lead time, maximum lead time. So this is, what is the latest time that somebody can actually book something with you? I don't want 1 hour. That's just too short because I want to be able to plan my day. So I'm going to put, let's say, 2 days. 2 days is going to be, you do have custom as well, and you can put how many hours you want and how many days. I'm just going to put 2 days lead time, and I'm going to say a maximum lead time. This is how early they can actually book time with you. I'm going to put, let's say, 30 days. So they can only book 30 days in advance. They can't book, let's say, 1 year in advance, and I'd be expected to be free at that time. So here it just shows me my booking, what it's going to look like there. That's basically it. That's it. I'm done. All I have to do now is click save. All right, and here it is. Can you see I've got my booking, Mr. P. I can add another one. It's in the public section. And all I have to do now is just share my public page. So can you see this button now is enabled? I'm going to click on this, copy link. And if I paste this or share this link, put it as a tab in Microsoft Teams, with your class team or whatever, they will have access, or you can send it to parents. This is your public booking page. There you go. Look at that. And you can see here, it says what it's about. Choose a time to meet me. So you can have other information there as well. You can see I'm only available on Tuesdays. If I go down, I'm only available up to the 14th of February because that's going to be my 30-day maximum lead time. So in a week, every day, this is going to increase by 1 because I've only got a 30-day maximum lead time. So if I put it for the year 360, all of these will be enabled for a year. Okay, so as time moves on, these will become more available. So I've only got these, and they can choose a date that's available to them. They can see which slots are available, the 10-minute slots. They can select the slot and book that slot. And when they book that slot isn't available anymore. And then that slot will actually be booked in your calendar. So the next step is going to be me actually being a parent, let's say, and I'm going to book a slot with you so you can see the process that the parent would have to follow, what you will get, what they will get, and how this meeting is set up in your calendar. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, as myself, I'm just going to paste this is my booking page, and I'm going to just go ahead and book. So if this was somebody who has a 365 account on the same tenant as you, when they actually click to book a time, let's say on the 7th at 9 a.m., they go to next, it actually has their name and their email address already entered for them, so they can't change this. So this is if somebody's in the same on the same tenant as you, they can book time with you and they can give information here. But let's see what a parent would see, and we're going to complete the whole process. So to do that, I've got Edge open here, and I'm not signed into Edge. In fact, I'm going to go to a private window in Edge. So new private window. So let's say a parent has received the link, or you've sent it to them somehow by email, whatever. And I'm going to click on paste. There's my booking page link. They click on that and it will open up your booking page, your public booking page. And it's got here, sign in with the Microsoft 365 work or school account. So they can sign in with their work or school account. So if they have a 365 account, they will log in, it will display. If they don't, they can sign in. If they don't have an account, they can continue as a guest. Okay. and this is what they would see. So it basically says here, make Mr. P 10 minutes. These are the instructions. So you can put whatever instructions you want there. I'm going to click here. Let's say they're going to book a time. What times have I got available? So I've only got on the Tuesday. So I'm going to go for the 31st of Tuesday 31st. And I'm going to book this at 9 a.m. I'm going to go down. I'm going to click on next. And now it wants my name. So I'm going to say Mr. Biddies. That's my name. The email, I'm going to put my email address. And these are the informations. I would like to meet you regarding my son in 7P. Registration son, not Sion. And let's just make up a name. I don't know. We'll just call him George, just to make sure I don't put a name which does actually exist. So George. And it's going to ask them for an email verification. Now, this is because they're not signed in with a 365 account. They may have put a bogus email account, and you don't want your calendar to be booked up with bogus email accounts. So they click on email verification. They're going to receive an email on the email address that they've actually added. I'm going to get that email now. I'm going to show you what that email looks like. There we go. I've just received it. So I'm just going to open this so you can see it. There it is there. This is the email that I've just received. Okay, here's the code 689691. So they're going to put that in there. 689691. Schedule. And that's it. It's been scheduled. It's going to pop up in my calendar. So we're going to have a look at that as well in my calendar. There you go. Book Mr. P. Booked, and click on OK. And as the parent, I'm going to receive, and I can reschedule, cancel a meeting, new meeting. But as a parent, I've just received this email now. Let me just bring this up. So this is me as a parent, and it's put here. This meeting was scheduled from the bookings page of Nicholas Bafidis. Use the following link to reschedule or cancel the meeting so they can manage the meetings. This is the meeting link, and they can just choose to accept this, and it will be added in the parent's calendar. Or they can just keep the email and use the meeting link here. Now, for me, as the staff member, I'm going to bring up my other page now. So let's just close that and close that. And we're going to bring up this one here. There we go. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to my calendar now as a staff member. And I should have the meeting scheduled for the 30th. Oh, look at that. There it is. On the 31st at 9 a.m. It scheduled it for me. I can double click on this to open it. I can join directly. I can edit it. If I double click it to see the details, it actually shows me the information. Not now. Let's close that. It says, I would like to meet you regarding my son in Y7P. George is the name. Here's my meeting link. There you go. You just set up your own personal bookings, made an appointment. Really, really easy. Okay, so now let me show you how you can actually block yourself off from some of those time slots so people can't book you. So I've got my availability from 9 to 11, a particular day. I don't want to be available, let's say on a particular Tuesday on the 31st after 10 o'clock. So what we're going to do here, this works. If we have a look in my calendar, I'm just going to put this to the day view instead of month. Let's go to the 31st. Okay, so you can see here, there's the booking that was done at 9 a.m. and I want to book myself off from 10 a.m. onwards. So I'm just going to select this and I'm just going to create an event. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm just going to book myself off for that. I'm just going to put, say, busy. And it really doesn't matter. So from 10 to 11:30, I'm blocked. I can just make this to 11 because my bookings are up to 11. Okay, and I'm just going to click on save. Now I'm marked busy here. So let's go and see what parents will see now. So here's the booking page as a parent. This is my Edge in private view. I'm just going to click on reload here. So somebody's gone in. I'm going to go continue as a guest. And I'm going to go to the 31st. And can you see now, 9 isn't available because that was already booked. If I scroll down, I'm only available until 9:50. 9:50, not 10, because at 9:50, I've got a 10-minute slot. Okay, so I don't have any other availability after 9:50, whereas on the other days, I've got until 11 or 10:50. But this one now, because I've made an event in my calendar, it's blocked me off. So I can manage if I want to break in between, if I want to block a day off for whatever reason. And with that same philosophy, we can actually make this a bi-weekly thing. So right now, if I take this away, I'm just going to take that back to where it was, to the initial page. Let's get rid of this and go back here. So if I don't want to be bookable every Tuesday, and I want every other Tuesday, then I'm going to choose the first Tuesday, which I don't want to be booked on. So I'm just going to get rid of that one, delete that, and I'm going to go back a week. So let's go to that. So let's say from the Tuesday the 24th, I don't want to be bookable. I'm just going to take this one here from 9 until 11. I'm going to mark myself here as busy. I'm now going to go to more options. Now from here, I want from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. This is the Tuesday, 24th of January. And I want to repeat this weekly. And then I've got the option here to repeat it every 2 weeks. Okay, so it's going to skip a week, book me busy. Skip a week, book me busy. Click on save. That's it. So I'm just going to click on allow. Well, I'll block that. And then I'm just going to go to save. And now if I look at my month, I can see every month from the 20th. So here I'm busy. If I go to the next month, let's go January, February, you can see I'm busy here and I'm busy here. So how does this affect my bookings calendar? Well, let's go have a look. A parent goes to sign in. I'm just going to reload this again. And now my availability, continue as a guest, has changed. So I don't have availability on the 24th. I do on the 31st, but I don't on the 7th. I do on the 14th. So this is now a bi-weekly bookings. How easy is that? That's bookings, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this. I can't think of anything else to tell you. If you want to make any changes to your bookings, all you have to do is either from your calendar through 365, click on edit booking page, or go to the bookings app directly from your 365 portal, and you can manage your bookings from here. And that's it. If you found this useful, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.